From street to Bollywood, everybody has a story when it comes to dance. I'll be speaking to a few professionals to see their insight on dance and what they feel about the new generation. My name's Inderpreet Kaur and this is Dance the Next Generation. In the last 8 years, the number of children getting into dance has decreased massively. So right now, I'm in Birmingham City University, just outside Studio A, and I'm about to go meet a member of the Dance Society, and hopefully she can show me a dance routine. I wanted to just know a little bit more about you, and it's nice to just sit down and have a bit of a conversation. So how old were you when you first started dancing?
When I first started dancing I was about 4, I'd say.
What inspired you to start dance?
What inspired me was my sister, because obviously she's a dancer as well now and she's a teacher, a dance teacher. So when I was younger that's all I really knew, like dance classes, going with my sister. So that's really kind of what inspired me to dance, like seeing her dance. Obviously as a big sister I was looking up to her, so I wanted to be just like her, and that's what made me start dancing.
What is your favourite style?
My favourite style of dance would be freestyle. It's not really popular, but I have done other styles before, but my favourite would be freestyle dance.
Yeah, because I know you do different styles in the Dance Society as well, don't you? You just kind of do, is it like each week you kind of pick something else to do?
Each week we change the style to suit everybody, everybody really. So one week we'll do contemporary, then we might do commercial, then we might do jazz. So that everybody has that kind of style and what suits them really.
Do you think this is going to help with getting more people to dance too?
Yeah, definitely, I hope so. So that we're not judging people or anything like that. It's just purely so that people can have fun and learn new dances and just literally have some fun and meet new friends. So hopefully it does, yeah.
How do you think dance has developed in the recent years?
It hasn't developed much, seeing as there wasn't even a dance society at university last year.
Yeah.
That shows it's not a major thing anymore. So hopefully setting up the dance society, people will be able to it'd be out there a bit more. So.
What styles of dance have you taught already?
I've taught freestyle, commercial, street dance, lyrical, jazz, contemporary, and I've also competed as well in all those categories until literally last year was when I had my last competition. So I've done a lot of dancing and a lot of teaching since then.
Oh, so you've had a lot of experience actually performing in front of people as well?
Yeah, quite a lot, especially in freestyle. It used to be a new competition every week, so you'd have to learn new routines every week, so it's quite hard to keep on top of, but it's really enjoyable. Yeah.
What's your ambition, and which goal do you want to reach?
My ambition would be to become a dance teacher after I finish my course at uni, so that's what I'm hoping to be. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's really, really cool. Well, thanks for talking to me.
No worries, it's great.
Right now, I'm in Wolverhampton, come to meet professionals Jay and Sonia to see how they got into dance and what they love about it and how they're inspiring others to get into it too.
I'm an independent dance artist, cultural producer, creative consultant and choreographer based in Wolverhampton. Aside from that, I also run a youth performance group called Jay Jushin Dance, which is an arm of Jay Patel Dance, and through it we practice and demonstrate the cultural heritage of India. I think dance is taking a very interesting step at the moment. I think we are now more aware of dance styles. We are now more aware of what people are doing and how their research and how their development and what their own identity within dance is, with things like the internet happening and things like YouTube going global. And it's nice to see people developing their own voices through what it is that they're doing in dance. I think that's the huge development in dance that I've seen recently.
I'm Sonia Sabri, and I'm a dance artist and a choreographer and a teacher of Kathak dance. I trained in Kathak. So Kathak is a dance style from the northern part of India, and it's a dance form that has both storytelling and is very, very rhythmic. So there's technical dance, as we call it. In the context of the national dance framework, I think there's a lot more exposure and a lot of more acceptance, if not knowledge, about other dance forms. I think primarily when I was growing up, there was only perhaps ballet or contemporary, or known as modern dance, tap, the regular kind of musical theatre type dance forms. I perform quite a lot, so it's not that I teach only, but I also am on stage. I do a lot of national touring, international touring, and I am invited by like the National Youth Dance Centre to promote Kathak, and working a lot collaboratively as well. So you do kind of come across many different people who then understand what it is that you do, and then sometimes they're inspired by the performance or by the workshop that I do.
Through the platforms that I do at the Arena Theatre as an associate artist, I have hopefully provided the opportunity for a safe space within which artists from the upcoming generation of emerging future artists and choreographers have been able to experiment, perform and present their work.
I would certainly like to see Kathak as one of the mainstream dance styles, so when people talk about ballet and they talk about Kathak in the same conversation, they would know exactly what that is.
For the future, I'd like to see Jaiva Patel dance formalised. I'd like to see it creating work that actually challenges inherited notions, stereotypes, and breaks down those barriers.
We've done a lot of work around developing people who perhaps suffer from mental health issues or are from the elderly care homes, and trying to bring communities together through dance I think is very, very important. So there's a lot of work around that I would like to do.
So right now I've come to meet Chitra Liga to see how her dance rehearsals are going and how she's getting ready for her upcoming event.
My name is Chitralekha Bolar. I am artist director of Chitralekha Dance Company, which has been in existence since I registered the company 27 years ago. I've been teaching in Birmingham region since 1979. Bharatanatyam, which is a South Indian classical dance form, and the company initially used to produce productions and tour, and we used to do extensive educational work in the region also, and training. These are the three aspects of our company. My father, he wanted me to dance, so it's not about inspiration, it's about cultural education that my father wanted to give, and so I learned, and later on, of course, I fell in love with dance and continued. It's a huge kind of interest amongst people. With the population increasing, also the demography is changed in Birmingham. So the people want to know about their culture. So whether they are, some are seriously pursuing dance, others are just doing it for the cultural sake. It's a huge explosion of interest. My first ever student in this country has a very big dance company in Wales. She's set up, and there's quite a few of my students are teaching, and some of the girls who have gone to Oxford and Cambridge have set up classical dance societies there, and also performing very professionally. And quite a few students were chosen for the BBC Young Dancers competition. Dance as long as I can and teach as long as I can. And I mean, this is what I don't know anything else, and that's the first thing to say. Not that I don't know anything else, but I don't know anything else which makes me tick and which makes me feel alive. So I will dance as long as these two legs will move.
So thank you for joining me as we met tons of different people from different dance societies and saw how they inspire other people to get involved too. It just goes to show that anyone can dance. Join me next week as we see how dance can also be fun for fitness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.